How's your back doing, by the way?
I've got chronic back pain. So I'm an old man.
Did you hear my question, Rob?
Yeah, and I answered it. Ariel, did you hear me?
No, not at all. You froze.
Okay. Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I said that it's better, but I have chronic back pain.
Is he doing this on purpose?
Did you hear it that time?
No.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
I'm not fucking with you. I thought you were fucking with me.
No, I think it's freezing right when I say the same thing. I've said it like 4 times now. I just said it's better, but I have chronic back pain.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Swifty Dialogues, where I'm joined by my co-hosts, Rob and Sinda. Want to say hi to everyone?
Not really.
All right.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm just simple Sinda. That's what they call me.
So, yeah, it's just simple Sinda.
I just learned that today.
Oh, yeah, he's like Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Okay.
He tends to like just hug a whole bunch of animals and squeeze them tightly.
Don't know my own strength. What can I say?
He likes to be told about rabbits.
He likes hugging the bunnies, but we keep trying to tell him that it's actually just the dust bunnies under his bed that he's hugging and that he's just being dirty.
Well, you're not wrong. Yeah, man.
Simple, Sinda.
That sounds like that could be a 50s sitcom right there. Simple Sinda, that's me.
No one with the name Sinda would ever make it to television in the 50s, though. No offense.
Yeah, it's way too Polish. It's
Yeah.
Wait, is the comedian Sinbad Polish?
Actually, yes.
Really?
Surprisingly. I mean, he doesn't look it, but he speaks fluent Polish, too. It's crazy. He does a whole stand-up special in Polish, and it's great. I've listened to it. The comedy transcends language. It's really he's the best comedian there ever was.
in Poland. Just in Poland.
Yeah, well, of course, just in Poland. Talking about Polish comedy. He's the best Polish comedian there ever was.
Yeah. It's on his Wikipedia page, so it's true.
Undeniably. I put it there.
Wait, so Sinda, the famous Polish comedian, I heard that he had a lot of money troubles. Is it because of like what happened in 1935?
Oh my god. Ooh. I don't know if I want to go there.
Well,
but-
you know, those Nazis were really bad people, and when they invaded Poland and took their riches, did that include Sinbad the comedian?
Well, so Sinbad's not that old. Like, he's the greatest Polish comedian that's ever lived, but he's not that old.
Yeah, he's not 1935 old.
Didn't you see First Kid?
Oh, about the president kid and then Sinbad.
Yeah, and Sinbad's the bodyguard, and the kid from Home Improvement's the bully.
Yeah.
That's a great one. That's some of his best work.
I like his older stuff better from the 30s. I feel like that's when he was really himself before he sold out in the 90s.
Yeah, he did sell out in the 90s to fucking packed houses every night in Poland.
He was a legend.
Yeah, man, no one could fucking touch him.
That's where he is right now. He's just swimming in pussy in Poland.
That's his life.
Never hear about him anymore. I'm just saying. No one can prove me wrong.
You know, speaking of political stuff,
What was political about
all of it, Sinbad is inherently a political subject.
I didn't know. I thought he was a comedian. I didn't know he was so political.
Well, he had a political past. Were you not listening to his entire history just now in Poland during the Nazi invasion?
I guess I forgot that part.
Yeah, I didn't realize Sinbad is almost 100 years old.
You know, laughter is the best medicine. So, as a comedian, he just really has a youthful look.
Some type of wizard.
I've heard from my parents when I was growing up, they were telling me stories about how every generation has a Sinbad. And it's just until the last one dies, the new one is born. And so, like, who knows what Sinbad we're on now. But my God, is he the greatest Polish comedian to ever live.
This sounds like literally like it was taken straight out of Avatar, The Last Airbender. So there are all the nations in the world, and only Sinbad, the comedian, can unite us.
With a fart joke
You fart bends.
in Polish.
I don't think I ever actually sat down and listened.
He just goes on stage, speaks in Polish, goes, and then everyone laughs. And he takes his bows and then goes home and swims around in his pussy collection that he's got.
Are his farts also in Polish?
Yeah. Well, everything's in Polish, but it transcends, the language barrier. Like, everyone who sees him just is like, I get it. I get it. He's making a hilarious joke.
Yeah, every generation has a Sinbad,
Mm-hmm.
And just like the Dalai Lama, how do we find the Sinbad? The Dalai Lama, and this is true, part of the process is that they take out like a whole bunch of toys, and the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama has to basically pick the right toy to prove that he's the reincarnation.
Only the Sinbad ones are all like shit you'd find at Spencer's.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, pick the right dildo.
There wasn't even a dildo in the collection. Where do you even get that?
It's in the back room.
And then he farts in the local language, of course.
It's amazing.
Truly, once of a generation mind he has.
Apparently multiple generations since he's been around since 1935.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not really once a generation if he happens every generation.
Well, he happens once a generation, and every generation. So yeah, it's once a generation.
I see.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
The Sinbad of his time.
Fucking don't question my knowledge in Sinbad lore.
I forgot that was your major.
You know who's the best Sinbad, though? Whichever Sinbad was around during ancient Greek times, that one was fucking great.
Ah, yes, Sinbadius.
Yeah.
He was the jester.
He was the jester that the king was like, I will not execute you.
You are too fucking hilarious.
You ever heard of Greek comedies? He wrote them all.
Sinbadius, tell me a joke.
Genius.
Amazing. More. We must have more.
Unfortunately, that one Sinbad didn't really pass on his funny genes. They were really big into the eunuch stuff back in the day. The king probably realized this Sinbad jester, he's too powerful. He may overthrow me.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Rob, all those times in college where you had to help me study, and I think that was really only once, but nonetheless, what else do you think I was doing with my time when I wasn't studying?
Well, I mean, I was trying to help you study so I could get back to the Sinbad lore. So I can totally understand if that's what you were doing in your spare time.
That's exactly what I was doing.
That's why it was so hard to pass accounting.
Well, joke's on you. I never took accounting.
Oh, joke's on you. You're going to get audited, bruh.
IRS. Who's scared of them anyways? What's the worst they can do?
I don't know.
Take away your house.
Didn't they arrest Al Capone?
Yeah, tax evasion.
Yeah, they also got
Jeffrey Dahmer, right?
I was gonna say MC Hammer, but okay, that works too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't get Jeffrey Dahmer on all the murdered people and children and all, so they had to go to his tax evasion stuff.
They're like, he may have eaten some people, but he didn't pay his taxes.
Wait a second. Did you pay your import taxes on this human head? Yes? Okay, well, moving on.
He's like, it has a name.
Was Jeffrey Dahmer the one with the that used people's like head as bowls of cereal and whatnot?
He was trying to make a living sex slave using like acid and power drills and yeah.
Did it work?
Well, he ended out a physical form of a person that was capable of receiving sex, I suppose, but was not what you would classify as living. So take that as you will.
It sounds like if Dr. Frankenstein and Tim the Toolman Taylor had a baby.
Yeah, supposing that baby had no morals whatsoever. Yes, then you're right.
Do you think he did the Tim the Toolman Taylor grunt?
He was actually so known for it that a lot of people would just like do that to him when they saw him out at at the bars and stuff. They'd be like, "Oh, it's Dahmer."
Yeah.
Yep. It was the show that preceded Tool Time. It was Dahmer Hour.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. Tim Allen got that from a freak chance encounter with Jeffrey Dahmer once at a bar.
Really? I mean, Tim Allen did roll with questionable crowds. He was arrested for cocaine dealing.
Yeah, he was trying to sell coke back then. He saw Dahmer and people were like, and he's like, "That's the coolest sound I've ever heard in my life."
And that's how Tim Allen's life just turned right around.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter. Like, if you're the kid of like someone famous, you're gonna get bullied for it.
To be famous and then get bullied still after you're rich and famous.
Yeah, have people like Northwest come over and bully you, or Blue Ivy.
Who's Blue Ivy?
Isn't that Beyonce's kid or Jay-Z's kid or something?
Oh yeah, Blue Ivy Carter. Dude, what's the name of Elon Musk's kid?
Oh, it's like X Ash 12 something
Oh,
like that.
Yeah, but how do you
I
pronounce
thought it was Kyle.
So Elon pronounces it X Ash A12.
That's just a lot of work for a name.
His wife or girlfriend Grimes pronounces one of them a little differently. I've only heard him say it though. Hers is like spelled out in a tweet. His was said on a podcast, but they don't agree with each other on how to pronounce it.
Some might say that's a problem in the marriage or in the relationship if you can't agree on how to call your son.
Nah, it's not a problem. They'll work it out.
All right.
Maybe it's a sign you should name your kid. I don't know. Not that.
I like how when you Google Elon Musk, these other kids come up too. Who's Nevada Alexander?
That's Elon Musk's kid,
Oh, he's got that many kids already?
apparently.
Wow.
Dude's a billionaire. He just pump out children for lifetime.
2002. I think that was before he became a billionaire. I think that was around his PayPal days.
God. What a family dynamic. Wait till all these kids grow up and then they're at like a family reunion and like you got Nevada and Xavier and Saxon and Damien being like, huh, that stupid kid over there, I can't even pronounce his fucking name.
Nevada is the only one that I'm like. Nevada and the newest kid, I'm like, what were you doing? Like,
Dad smoked crack when he had that one.
you must have been on drugs when you named those children. Because they had Griffin and they had other normal names, but what are you doing?
Yeah. Did you hear he's got someone else knocked up too?
Who, Musk?
He's gonna name the kid Potato Sex Bandit.
Yeah. It does not surprise me.
That honestly sounds like a band he would start.
I think I've heard of them.
He's I don't even know why I said that. All of that's fake, of course.
What? You have me going, though.
He's gonna have a daughter named Potato Sex Bandit.
I wanted to believe.
So right now I am on the subreddit called 50/50.
Okay.
For those who don't know, that is a subreddit in which you get a link and it could be something really good, something really cute like puppies, or something horrific like a rotting corpse.
Oh, so it's a 50-50 chance as to what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Hey listeners, Future Ariel here. Just wanted to say if you want to follow along on what we're seeing and what we're clicking on this subreddit, we'll be sure to add the links to the show notes. Just keep in mind that a lot of these links will be not safe for work. With that being said, right now I have beautiful Japanese Zen garden, or rotting deer with disease. What do you think?
So I'm gonna assume that with the safe for work thing there, it's the Japanese Zen garden.
So I guess I have to bet the rotting deer.
We're betting, right? We're gambling on this. We're betting her life savings.
Yeah.
And we need a tiebreaker because it'll forever be one or the other.
All right, Ariel, what do you bet?
I bet rotting deer, just because I have no faith in the internet.
Oh,
Rotting deer, it is.
oh.
I'm pretty sure that's Japanese architecture. You're just not cultured enough.
That looks like one giant tumor.
What even is that disease?
That's what Sinbad got, man.
Which generation?
All of them. All of them will eventually succumb to this.
Oh,
So if I could paint a picture for the listeners here, what aside from a rotting deer carcass that we're looking at, there is this giant growth-like tumor that's coming out of its neck, and its eyes are staring. Looks like it's staring right at the camera. And it's a pretty.
it's not fun.
It's not having a good time.
It's a close picture. It's not very from. It's you're right up in the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can almost smell it.
Oh, I can. Yeah, but I have synesthesia, so
What is that?
I smell color.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, brown smells like shit.
Mmm.
That does not surprise me.
And orange, you'll never guess what that smells like.
Bananas.
Strawberries.
Huh.
But yellow smells like piss. Okay, what's our next one?
Men holding dead rats in their mouths as protest. Two elderly brothers reunited for the first time in 40 years.
I'm gonna bet on the wholesome one again because I'm really holding true that one of these times is gonna be great.
I guess you're going the other way, Sinda, or not?
Yeah, I have to go other route.
Okay.
I have to be men holding rats in their mouth as protest. But they're both labeled safe for work. Who's gonna look at this at work?
Hey, what I do in my downtime is my business, all right? All right, so I'm going to bet with the elderly brothers.
Brothers.
Two brothers.
Ooh,
Oh, those are not brothers.
that is definitely.
Wait. How do we know that both statements are not true? How do we know that? Because these guys look pretty old.
Yo, he's fucking right.
And they look pretty happy.
They may not have seen each other in 40 years.
Yes, dude. I think it's definitely true. Men are holding rats in their mouth, and they were also reunited.
This is both. So something I want to point out is not the two men in the foreground, but the one guy who's kind of behind them. What the fuck is that in his mouth?
It looks like he swallowed one of the rats, and sort of like when you have a little piece of noodle, like after you slurped up the spaghetti, still like hanging off the corner of your mouth. It looks like he has a piece of rat still hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or he has a split tongue.
Yeah, I would rate this experience 4 out of 10.
There's actually a guy from the military in the background. He's just watching the whole thing like, yeah, I've seen this before.
They have a right to peaceful protest, okay?
We don't know this is America. They might not have that right.
Yeah. This looks like some sort of South Asian area
That's fucking racist as shit, Ariel. Why do you say that, huh?
because they look South Asian.
How do you know that this isn't England, Ariel?
The color of their uniforms and
How do you know that this isn't West Africa? How do you know that this isn't Saudi Arabia? How do you know this isn't South America?
Yeah, maybe that guy's just stole a uniform.
I mean, looking at the facial structure and their hair, this looks like South Asia.
Oh, okay. Well, you have a point.
Or not. I don't know.
Let's see the comments. We must see.
We forgot to do that on the other one, but yes.
What the fuck are they protesting? Their rights to catch bubonic plague? Okay, let's search by controversial.
Ooh, I didn't even know you could do that. COVID didn't came from bats. Oh my god, we were wrong the whole time. Look at that comment. That must be true, right? It's right there on Reddit.
All right, on to the next one. A beautiful sunset in Norway or a shark bite injury on a man's leg?
I'm gonna go with the shark bite injury on this one.
What do you think, Sinda?
You know what? I'm feeling positive. I'm gonna say sunset. Why not?
You're just voting against me every
Yeah.
time.
Oh, it was removed.
Yeah, that must have been the sunset.
They don't want you to see a sunset in Norway.
No, it's too much. Why don't we do that beautiful autumn nuclear bomb thing you got pulled up already?
Oh yeah. So what is it? Beautiful autumn orange trees or strong nuke explosion?
I hope it's a nuke explosion. I'm wanting to see it.
I'm going with Nuke as well. Let's see how it plays out.
What's your vote, Ariel?
Nuke explosion.
Oh, we were all wrong. Wow.
That does look really nice.
You know what? I'm not even mad.
Yeah. This is a good picture. They tricked me good.
Makes up for that deer.
Do you experience fall in your part of Florida? Like, do you see falling leaves or changing colors or anything like that?
Well, I'm permanently blind in both eyes, so thanks for bringing that up. I don't see anything ever.
It's all right. It saves you the pain of looking yourself in the mirror in the morning.
Yeah, well, I hear myself in the mirror still because that's synesthesia and it sucks.
All right, one last one, and let's see if we can move on to something else. You know what? Let's make this one spicy. Let's search by top of this month.
All time. No, fuck you. Go to all time.
All right, all right, all right.
Let's go to the most important 50-50 one there is.
A cute pumpkin house. The aftermath of 5 drunk people vomiting.
It is entirely orange. I'm gonna say the aftermath of 5 drunk people vomiting.
Ooh. There's 16,000 upvotes. Oh my god. Definitely the bad one. Yeah.
I think if it's got this much viewership, people were shocked and tried to share it with others. What?
Are you fucking serious?
It was the cute pumpkin house.
What? That is the most adorable pumpkin house. No wonder it got so many likes.
People like to troll each other.
Okay, so this is like a tiny little pumpkin with a drawn-on Sharpie smiley face inside a larger pumpkin that has just a stupid simpleton window cut out and a stupid simpleton door cut out.
Well, I think it's cute.
It is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Whoever thought of this, well done.
He's an artist. Or she.
Or they.
True. Man, the internet is so wholesome. You just gotta love it.
Well done making the 50-50 though. I think that's the beauty of it. You have to make the horrible opposite to whatever you're showing, if it is a nice image.
On one of like the Conan episodes, and I think I've shown it to you, Sinda. I'm not exactly sure, or to you, Rob. But like, there's this thing called like a water sommelier, and he like
And they can tell like where water's from.
yeah, like with the TDS levels and all that stuff, and then he sells water for like 100 a bottle and stuff like that. He'd be more of a stick in the mud than like being a water sommelier.
I can't imagine having a palate so fine that you can taste differences in water.
Probably all bullshit anyway.
Public water, you can definitely tell.
Or yeah, public water, because
Or
like,
well water, you can definitely tell the taste of well water.
where do you drink water from a well, Sinda?
No,
Like, do they even have wells anymore?
no, back in the day, some people used to just have their own wells.
Back in like early 1930s.
Yeah, way out in the countryside. I only drink from a well. That's how I do it. It's also why I have 3 legs, but I think it's unrelated, but
And 5 species of tapeworm in your stomach.
keeps me fit. I call it the tapeworm diet. They're the best pets, I think.
Yeah, I gotcha. My mom didn't trust me with a dog, so I got tapeworms instead. So low maintenance.
Yeah, they're so sweet too.
Yeah, they eat your food for you, so you never have to feed them. And then when you're done, they just leave you when they think it's time.
Out of your bunghole.
Hopefully. Fucking hopefully.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, hey, I feel like I want to pet my tapeworm. Let me just squeeze one out real quick. And wait, why is everyone running away? Guys, this is Timmy. Come on, just meet Timmy.
The legend of Tapeworm Timmy.
Yes, Tapeworm Timmy. He was talk of the playground.
To this day, some people say Timmy still has that tapeworm inside of him. It tells him what to do.
That sounds like the plot to like a B-rated movie. Little old Timmy was just a normal boy playing in a playground until the tapeworm got him. And now, years later, the tapeworm's in him, control him. What would Tapeworm Timmy do now? Will he ravage through the neighborhood? Would he break down and do a dance move? Who knows?
Find out next episode.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to our podcast. Swifty Dialogues was brought to you by your hosts, Rob, Sinda, and myself, Ariel. You can support us by subscribing to our podcast on Apple Music, Spotify, or any other major podcast services. Subscribe to a YouTube channel for exclusive content such as animated shorts. Find us on Twitter and Instagram with the handle @Swifty Dialogues. If you want to learn more about us, visit our website at swiftydialogues.com. You can also contact us by filling out the form on our website or emailing us at info@swiftydialogues.com. Thanks again, and we'll see you next episode.